guys, okay, so like I'm in my room right now and the lighting is like horrible. I've been seeing a lot of these videos on YouTube about why Walmart is the worst place to work. I've been realizing that like my experiences match up a lot to these other experiences. So for the Alta Vista Walmart, store code 3768 in Alta Vista, Virginia, this video series is for you. So I had a lot of problem trying to decide what I wanted to talk about first, and I actually decided one of the first things I wanted to talk about was the time that I was sexually harassed by a Walmart employee. I was working at Walmart at the time. I started working for Walmart in May of 2013, and I quit in November of 2017. So I was there for about 4.5 years. And like the sucky thing is like there was a lot of people that I loved working with. My sister worked with me, a lot of my friends worked with me. In April of 2017, this guy messages me. I'm not sure how long he had been working at Walmart before this, but I feel like it wasn't that long. I feel like he had just started working there. So in April, what was it? April 25th was the first time he ever messaged me. And I had seen him around work, but I don't really, to be honest, I don't really remember him all that much before this. I literally can't remember working with him at all. I can't remember being around him. So, I mean, while at work, he seemed like a normal guy. And when he messaged me, I replied initially because he was a coworker and I felt like if I didn't, it was gonna cause things at work to be awkward. On April 25th, 2017, he said, hey, with like a smiley blushy face. I said, hi. He goes, what's up? And sorry I'm at work, because it was a gap. I said, it's okay, nothing much. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings with my roommate. I said, oh, that's what's up. Hope you have fun. Left him on red. He said, I just got off. Left him on red. He goes, to be honest, you're pretty with hard eyes. I don't know you like that dough. So I just said, like, thanks. He goes, you're welcome. I left him on red. This is a jump from April into May. This next message is on May 19th. He said, hey. I said, hey. He goes, what are you up to? I didn't reply. He goes, but for real, you should talk to me more. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm chilling at home. He goes, what'd you say sorry for? With like a thinking expression. I said, I saw your message and forgot to reply. He goes, oh dang, how'd you do that? I was like, then like maybe I'll talk to you more and stuff. And he goes, it's totally up to you with a kissy face. Would be great if you did, dough. I left him on red. This goes to June 3rd. He had a shift up at the fuel station with my sister. So it was just the two of them, nobody else. He goes, LMAO, I told your sister I tried to holler at you. She said I had no chance. So I said, yeah, that sounds like my sister. He said, she just said it straight up, kind of hurt my feelings. I left him on red. I have had the biggest crush on you. I said, Holly is savage and that's kind of cute, I guess. He goes, LMAO, how's that cute? I was like, because you have a crush like a kid. He put a thumbs up. He goes, LMAO, okay, not like it's going anywhere. And this is where I tell him no. I said, to be honest, I don't want a relationship right now. His response, LMAO, who said I did? I'm working 2 jobs and got too much shit going on for a relationship and I just had a crush on you with a kissy face. So you don't want a relationship with me, you just want to have sex with me is what you're saying. I was just like, well, I guess thanks. And he was like, LMAO, okay, because I guess he could tell that I was just like, no. I left him on red. This was my mom's birthday, so I already was not in the mood for this. I went up to the Walmart fuel station to get, I can't remember, an ice cream or drink or something like that. I can't remember. So he was behind the counter. He was on the clock. He was clocked in. He had his vest on. He was ringing up a customer. But literally, he's ringing up this customer. And he looks at me and he goes, you need to fuck with me. Customer standing right in front of him. You need to fuck with me. Why ain't you fucking with me? I was so shocked and so uncomfortable. I was just standing there and the first thought in my head is like, do you want to get fired? In what world is that attractive? He just kept saying it over and over and over. He was like, for real, you need to stop BS and you need to fuck with me. The whole time this customer's there and this guy thinks it's hilarious. He's laughing and I was like, dude, seriously, stop. So I bought my stuff and I left the store and I was seething. I was so mad and upset and just uncomfortable. I think it was like a couple of days later. He was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm watching Big Bang. He was like trying to get OTP and like me, like I know some acronyms, but I don't use them all that much. So I saw OTP and I was like, one true pair? He was like, or not. And I was like, no, I'm not really into it. I get distracted too easy. He goes, oh damn, but I want to fuck with you hard too. What's wrong with me? How about the fact that instead of telling me, hey, I think you're really pretty, I think you're really cool, would you like to hang out sometime? You looked at me and went, why won't you fuck with me in the middle of work? So he goes, well, let me just like take you out one time and we'll go from there. So I was like, I just don't want to do it. I said, if you want me to quote fuck with you, it needs to be on my time and not because you keep bringing it up and won't leave me alone. He goes, I understand that, but if you just don't want to, then tell me at all. And I was like, dude, I literally said, bruh, I don't fucking know you. He said, what? I was like, the only time I see you is at work. He was like, exactly, get to know me. I was like, going on a date isn't me getting to know someone. Hanging out as a friend is, like with a group of people where I will feel safe and not feel like you're trying to pressure me into anything. I was like, we don't freaking hang out, dude. He goes, exactly, why don't we? I was like, because you seem, literally, I was not sugarcoating it. I said, because you seem to be wanting more than I've already said I'm willing to give, and I don't want a relationship. He goes, nah, I'll respect your wishes. So at this point, I have told him no straight out. So I go to my sister, and I tell her all about it. And we have a Walmart group chat. And all the other girls who worked at Walmart, they were messaging us back and they were like, he's done this to me too. He said this exact same words to me just the other day. He told me this, he told me that. A lot of people are probably asking, hey Dev, if this guy made you so uncomfortable at work, why didn't you go to management about it? I did. My sister who worked at the fuel station, she talked to the fuel station manager, and when I was in the back room one day, she stopped me and she was like, hey, this is sexual harassment. You need to tell somebody about it. So I went in and I told the manager over all of us. And I wasn't the only girl. Other girls did too. This manager pulled him aside, and instead of coaching him, which 3 coaches you get fired, so it's like a strike, or telling him off, or moving him departments, he sat him down and told him, hey, don't worry about it. Just ignore them, keep your head down, and keep doing what you're doing. Talk about how I don't fucking matter, right? So obviously none of us were happy about this at all. None of us. Our manager literally just told us, I don't care if you're uncomfortable. I don't care if he's sexually harassing you. It doesn't matter. So when I reported him to my manager, he messaged me. He said, LMAO, you grimy as fuck. He did eventually get fired, and the reason why pissed me off to no extent. This girl who was underage started working at Walmart. So this girl, she was working with me at one point, helping me stock shelves, and we were just talking back and forth, and she was telling me how she felt bad because she got somebody fired. I was like, well, like, what happened? And she starts explaining it to me, how this guy was like flirting with her, and he was like 19 going on 20, and she was uncomfortable, so she reported it, and they fired him. I was like, let me guess, did he say that you need to fuck with him? And she just like looked so shocked and she went, yeah, that's exactly what he said to me. I was so pissed. The only reason why he got fired for messaging this girl was because she was underage and this was a freaking felony or against the law or something. But screw, that was literally, they only fired him because they were forced to, because of like him messaging an underage girl. And I was like, screw me and my sister and Ashley and like all the other cashier girls. He can do it to them, it's no problem. And I guarantee if this girl had been of age, they wouldn't have done anything about it. Anyway guys, this is gonna be part 1 in a multiple part series. I have tons of stories about how shitty Walmart is. I'm like super worked up right now, so hopefully I can go do some homework or like clean or something and get this out of my system. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and turn on the alerts so that way when the next part comes out, there should be like 5 parts to this, but I can't promise anything. But yeah, if you guys really like this, then keep a lookout for the next video. Thank you guys so much for listening to me rant and go the frick off about all this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.